Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ambassador Claudio, His Excellency Ambassador Malka, members of the Thai Global Leadership, members of Thai Hyderabad chapter, members of the print and electronic media. Let me begin by congratulating the Thai Hyderabad chapter, for conceptualizing this very important summit, which focuses on the theme of sustainability. In fact, as all of us know, SDGs have been universally accepted. All countries of the world have pledged their support to the SDGs, the 17 SDGs. And there is a mandate that all of these have to be implemented by 2030. However, looking at what is happening in the globe since the last year, last January in particular, there is also a risk that the circumstances may be used as a pretext to defer the implementation of SDGs, to push their implementation beyond 2030, which will not be desirable at all. So to renew everyone's attention on SDGs and also to show that the entrepreneurial community is also equally committed to sustainability goals is a very strong message and a very wonderful message to deliver at this point in time. And therefore, my congratulations to the organizers for being so thoughtful and being so perceptive about the need for having a summit which focuses on this very relevant and very topical theme. Since last year, the national planning body in India called the NITI Aayog has started ranking states on their performance on sustainability, on the 17 SDG goals in particular. Our state, the state of Telangana, has been doing well. In fact, we are ranked number 6th in the country now. In absolute terms, our scores have improved from last year. Last year, our score was 67 out of 100. This year, our score is 69 out of 100. And on many of these goals, we have already maxed the score. For example, in terms of energy sustainability and clean drinking water, etc., we have achieved 100 out of 100, which means that much ahead of this 2030 deadline, we have been able to show 100% performance. Those areas where our performance requires further improvement, for example, housing for all is a goal where we have not yet reached there. Gender equity is something where we have not yet reached there. But the government is very conscious of the fact that we have just less than a decade left, and therefore very ambitious, very tailored and focused programs have been created. Some of you will be aware, there's a 2-bedroom housing program to ensure that housing for all goal is met. Similarly, for gender equity, we have women self-help group programs, we have incubators like Rehab, and so many other activities which will be helping women in our society achieve empowerment and a sense of their rightful share in the workplace and in all spheres of life. But as others have pointed out, this is a task which requires multi-stakeholder participation. If you think that, or if anyone thinks that it is only the government whose responsibility it is to achieve the 17 SDG goals, then that is a very kind of a misleading view. It is a very inaccurate kind of a perspective. We have to bring all stakeholders together to ensure that these goals are adequately addressed. So far, the focus has been on large corporates. When we talk about corporate responsibility or the triple bottom line concept of corporates, we presume that they also have a role to play in achieving SDG goals. And so far, the participation and cooperation and support of large corporates in Telangana, in the country, elsewhere, has been very positive. But for some reason, the possibility that young entrepreneurs, startups, innovators, even they have a very significant role to play in achieving our SDG goals, that was kind of overlooked. But I'm sure that with the focus of sustainability on this Thai summit, in which, as Mr. Reddy pointed out, thousands of participants, thousands of thought leaders are going to be there. I'm sure that will give lots of ideas and lots of very practical tips to young entrepreneurs if they want to get into a social enterprise, how to align it with some of the other of the SDG goals where there is still action to be undertaken. I'm also very happy that two nations, the nation of Costa Rica and the nation of Israel, are supporting this summit. Both of them have done remarkably well. They are global role models. In fact, Ambassador, you may not know this, but I was with a very senior officer of the government of India yesterday. The Union Pharmaceutical Secretary was visiting, and I spent some time with her, and she was telling that she was representing India in the GEF, the Global Environment Facility, which was chaired by the Costa Rican Minister for Environment, and she was telling that the whole audience was stunned when the minister mentioned all kind of environmental laws which have been implemented with Costa Rica. So that is a role model for sustainability, and I'm very happy that you are supporting this summit. And similarly, we don't have to speak about Israel. It is a country where practically every person has entrepreneurship in his or her genes. And the way the country has responded to some of the most pressing global challenges through innovative ideas, through innovation, and promoting an overall startup culture. Again, it's a matter of great honor that they are behind this event, and I'm sure that will give lots of possibilities, open up lots of new avenues for the state of Telangana to collaborate with both Costa Rica and Israel. So I look forward to the exciting days ahead in October when the summit will become a reality, and I look forward to our wholehearted support and participation in this summit. Thank you very much.